up, guys? So, continuing the Venice Film Festival coverage, today's movie up for discussion is the latest film in the Halloween franchise called Halloween Kills, which is once again directed by David Gordon Green, who directed the previous film. But before we go any further, if you guys want to stay up to date with all my Venice Film Festival reviews, be sure to click that subscribe button, help support my channel by hitting that thumbs up button, or by leaving me a comment in the comment section down below. And if you want to stay up to date with all my reactions, thoughts, and opinions from Venice, be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. There's links in that video description down below. I'm going to need to talk about some plot spoilers from the previous Halloween film in order to talk about the plot of Halloween Kills. So if you haven't seen Halloween 2018 and don't want that film spoiled for you, just skip ahead to the time code that's on the screen right now. That way you don't get anything spoiled. Right, still here? Okay, cool. So the plot of Halloween Kills takes place mere moments after where Halloween 2018 left us, when Laurie, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, and her daughter Karen, played by Judy Greer, left Michael Myers to burn to death in Laurie's old house. But of course, this being Michael Myers, it takes a lot more than that to kill him, and he breaks free from the fiery house, and now he's coming home. What Gordon Michael Green and co-script writers Scott Teems and Danny McBride managed to do is cleverly tie in the events of Halloween 1978 into the plot of this film as well. It's been so long since I've seen the original Halloween film that there was parts of this where I was just like, is this footage from the 1978 Halloween film, or is this brand new footage? Because it looks so convincing. It looks like it could have been made in the 70s, some of these scenes. It's made me really want to watch the first Halloween movie again, just to see which footage was recycled and which was new. Because the film is a continuation of the previous film, this film is also set on Halloween night in 2018. The residents of Haddonfield are out enjoying a talent show at the local bar. Anthony Michael Hall's character Tommy decides for his talent to regale the patrons of the bar with a real-life spooky story which took place in Haddonfield during the 70s. They all know it. It's the legend of the Haddonfield Boogeyman, aka Michael Myers, who wore a white mask and murdered a bunch of people in their town and possessed greater power than any mortal man. And in the audience are the lucky few who had encounters with Michael Myers but survived. So Tommy raises a glass and says this is to commemorate the victims and the survivors of Michael Myers because we will never succumb to fear. Or so he thinks. Famous last words, if any. When Michael Myers resurfaces and bodies start stacking up, the citizens of Haddonfield collectively begin to panic. And in very much Salem fashion, they forge this angry mob mentality and go seeking Michael Myers out. They keep chanting, "Evil dies tonight! Evil dies tonight!" But what David Gordon Green is asking us to do is to ask, who are the monsters in this film? Is it just Michael Myers? Are we the monsters too? It's another horror that holds up a mirror and asks us to look inward. I have to say, guys, I had a surprisingly great time watching Halloween Kills. I thought, oh, a horror sequel in a franchise, it's probably just going to be more of the same, not really have a whole lot to offer, but I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, not only is Halloween Kills a well-crafted, suspenseful horror film with plenty of gory and inventive deaths, but it also comes slashing at you with social commentary that cuts right down to the bone. I wasn't expecting to experience introspection whilst watching a bloody slasher film, but both of David Gordon Green's Halloween films are a lot smarter than they look on the surface, where the first one was an exploration of trauma through Laurie's perspective. This one is more of an exploration of fear and what it does to us as a society. We fear what we don't understand, and that spews anger, which then divides us even more. When society panics, we let fear consume us. It just takes over, and we're so quick to point the finger, to place blame. We'll dogpile on people. We will crucify them as well. There's a real life bloodlust sometimes when we're looking to vent our anger and frustration because it comes from a place of fear. That's what this film is about. It's about how we process our fear and how it manifests into anger so often. We're all to blame, really. And like Karen says in the film, none of us are innocent. Michael Myers is a lot like the Joker. He is an agent of chaos and proves that, given the right circumstances, decent people can be pushed to do horrific things, and we all have the capacity to become monsters. So yeah, I was amazed by just how much substance Halloween Kills has. I love a horror that makes me stop and think about my own actions that I've taken in the past. The performances are also brilliant. Jamie Lee Curtis, the original Scream Queen, once again delivers a raw and visceral performance as Laurie, but Judy Greer was the standout for me. She provides the much needed anchor of humanity amongst all the chaos and carnage. She brought a lot of emotionality to this film. Well done to her. So let's ask them 3 questions. Firstly, would I watch this again? You know what? Yes, I would. And I'm not even a huge fan of excessively violent horror, but this film is both disgusting and thought-provoking. Took a while for the thought to come to me then, but that's quite a rare combination to actually pull off well. So yes, I would watch Halloween Kills again. Question 2, do I recommend it for you guys? Obviously the horror genre isn't for everybody. This film is chock full of eye-gouging, neck-snapping, disemboweling violence. So yeah, this ain't going to be everybody's cup of tea. But if you're a fan of the 1978 Halloween or David Gordon Green's 2018 soft reboot sequel, then yes, I think you are going to enjoy this film. But if you're someone who's like me, who's partial to horror but not like obsessed with the genre, then I would still recommend this one. It's a horror film with substance, great performances, a timelessly chilling score, and it has a message as well. It's not just blood and guts for the sake of it, it actually has something to say. So if you want to see a genuinely good horror film over the Halloween season, then yes, I recommend Halloween Kills. And third question, what score to give it out of 10? I had a thoroughly good time watching Halloween Kills. It is a solid sequel. I will say, not all the characters get as much development as I would have liked, but I just had a really entertaining time watching this film. So I'm going to give Halloween Kills a score of 7.5 out of 10. But as always, guys, it's just one bloke's opinion. I would love to hear your thoughts on Halloween Kills. Are you guys excited for this movie? Are you going to go see it? If you have seen it, what did you make of it? Whatever you think of this film or the Halloween franchise, be sure to let your voice be heard in that comment section down below. I want to hear from you. If you guys have enjoyed this video, help support my channel by hitting that thumbs up button. If you want more movie, TV, and Oscars related content, don't forget to click subscribe, and if you want to follow me on any of my socials, all those links in that video description down below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Carefield, and I'll see you next time.